Hey everybody, and welcome back to Living Between Paychecks Kitchen. I'm Oz. Jack and Lady still in Lake Jackson because we're separated because of the COVID stuff, not because we were married or weird or anything. That sounded weird. But no, we're trying to keep socially distanced and be safe, so I'm staying over here. So this one is coming from my shitty little apartment kitchen, so I apologize. It's the holiday stuff, so I'm wearing green because that's festive, right? I think a couple of buttons are missing, so my apron is covering it, which is nice. So if you got some buttons missing and on your holiday stuff, our aprons are in our merch shop, link down the doobly-doo. See how slick that was? Now, got that out of the way. Holiday foods, right? I asked everybody, like, what, and the biggest responses I got were Acorn squash. So I got a couple of different recipes, so this is going to be one of two recipes I'm going to do. This one's going to be more of a savory thing, so this is going to be fun. I don't know how to cook squish really well, so I'm going to try it. So this is going to be fun. It's a roasting thing. Which is great because my oven works again. So before we jump into it, be sure to like, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff, ring the little bell, and let's just jump into it. Okay, so you're going to need some acorn squash. One big one or two small ones. I'm not quite sure the size, so I just got two of the ones I found. Wash those, get the stickers off. You're going to need some salt, pepper. You're going to need some cheese. Now, Parmesan will work perfect, but I got the La Gruyere, whatever. I can't pronounce it. You're going to need some butter, a couple of tablespoons of that. You're also going to need some garlic powder, and then what kind of dried herbs you like. I like oregano and the rosemary and stuff for this. You can also try thyme or sage. I'm not a giant fan of the sage, so rosemary is great. If you can find these packets for 50 cents, you're set. So first things first, preheat your oven to 400. That's going to be a big 400. Okay. Also, to make it easier in cutting after you washed your squash here, go ahead and microwave them for a minute or two. It makes them easier to cut. But as you can see, these are a booger to cut. Like, these are super hard. Now, that's not my sharpest knife. I'm going to have to get the one that Andy, shout out to Andy, yeah, gave me to get these cut. But man, go ahead and cut them in half if you can. And then get you a spoon and just scrape all those seeds and those guts out. There's probably something you can do with those. I couldn't find a recipe for it, so I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of them. But just go ahead and scrape those out. And don't worry about peeling them. We're going to make it tender enough to where you can eat the skins, which is great. You know, trust me, it actually works out really well. So once you get all those done, you want to cut them into about 1 inch to ½ inch things, which are perfect with these little veins down the side, or just about that. So go ahead and get your knife and just cut them along there. Now, like I said, I had to go get this super sharp knife, and be careful. Even with the super sharp one, this one's really tough to get through. So be careful when you're cutting these. Just go ahead and cut those in there. Again, leave the skins on them. You're fine. Careful. I didn't cut myself during this recipe, so that's definitely something to celebrate, I guess. So once you get those done, get you a small ramekin or bowl or something, and you want to get 4 tablespoons of the butter. Okay, that's 4. You can kind of tell on the packaging where it's got it divided on the side, which is very helpful. Go ahead and take that, and you're going to put it in the microwave for right at 20 seconds. Like, that's a big 20, right? Keep an eye on it. Don't let it boil over. It's going to melt it down. It's going to make this a lot easier. If you already got like the G, or the GHEE is what you're looking for. If you have the G stuff, usually it comes melted, and you're set. So get you a big bowl. I got my big green mixing bowl. My green salad bowl. You know, I've eaten salads that big out of this thing. So go ahead and just throw it all in here, so where you can mix it up. So we got our 1 or 2 of those in there. We're going to get our 1 big tablespoon out. So you're going to need at least 2 of your oregano. All right, it's 2 to 3, depends on how you feel about it. Since I'm cutting this and doing rosemary, doing 2 herbs, I'm going to go ahead and just do 2 of that. Of your garlic powder, you're going to need just 1 tablespoon. Just sprinkle it around in there. We're going to toss this in a minute. Your rosemary, go ahead and do 2, the same as you did your oregano. That way you have your 3 to 4 things of tablespoons of herbs in there. And like I said, you can get those little packets for like 50 cents. If you got to get a jar, it's like $5 and way too much. Your black powder, you want to get about 1/4 of a teaspoon in there. And the same with your salt. Now, that's the taste. Like, if you want more salts, I go ahead. I'm trying to be healthy, so I'm trying not to do that much. So it's about 1/4 to 1/8 of a tablespoon of both the salt and the pepper. Okay, once you get that in there, go ahead and add your cheese. It's going to be 2/3 of a cup. So I just used my 1/3 cup and did it twice. Go ahead and put all 4 of that melted tablespoons in that same bowl. All right. Now, make sure you get it all out. So, it said to toss to mix. I don't trust my skills in tossing it around, so I just got a big, spatula and just started stirring it around. At this point, you should have just a little bit of the cheese left, because usually those little tubs of cheese are right into our budget. That would be our big expense on this one, anywhere between $4 to $7. So you got to be careful. So now, get your cooking sheet, and we're going to lay these out. Now, I was saying you got extra cheese. We're going to use that in a little bit. So that's why I brought that up. So most of this, you don't need to worry about putting any foil or any nonstick spray, especially if you got a nonstick cookie sheet like this. But because of the butter and stuff in it, it's going to keep it from sticking too hard, right? As long as you pull it off while it's relatively warm, it won't stick or get too hard. Now, I took time to kind of muddle these around and make sure they're all laid and not sticking off the stuff. Not mandatory, just a little kitchen OCD was kind of mandatory. And also I picked up just a bunch of the cheese that had fallen off and just kind of put it on the big wide parts of the squash that didn't have any cheese on it. Also, you can get some of your extra cheese. I don't think you can over cheese a lot of recipes and stuff, so if you got extra cheese and you got stuff that's kind of looking naked, go ahead and add some more cheese on there. So you're going to put it in there at 400 for right about 30 minutes, all right? You want to keep an eye on it. You want to make sure it doesn't get too bad. You want to keep it should take anywhere between 25 and 30 minutes, and you want to keep cooking it until it's tender. It's going to smell outstanding. You're going to absolutely love the smell of this stuff. You can see it's kind of boiling. The cheese is starting to brown a little bit, but it's hard to tell if it's tender. So what you do is get a fork, and if it pokes into it really easy, that's tender squash. That's good stuff. Now, this is great for a side. This is great for a full meal. I ate it for a full meal. This is just what it looks like. It was... like I said, I ate it for a full meal. I had some other friends that had it, so this will feed me 2 to 3 times or get everybody at least once in a family of 2 or 3. It fits well under our budget at $10 at about $8 or $9, depending on which cheese you use. Like I said, Parmesan's fine. That Girl French stuff would be perfect. You could even probably try a blue cheese. But yeah, try this out. Let us know. This is outstanding. I'm not a fan of squash, and I actually ate this stuff, so give it a shot. And there you have it, folks. A quick, easy way to do a nice, savory acorn squash that you guys all wanted to know about. So let me know if you like it, if you tried it, if you do it differently, or you want to see us try it differently. Maybe we'll circle back and try this again. This is very much a winter squash, so I'm into it. But yeah, let us know. Be sure to put it down in the comments, right? Or you can find us on social media, Facebook, Pinterest, Patreon. You can find us at those at Living Between Paychecks Kitchen and all those. You can also find us at Instagram, Living Between. And I'll see you next time. I'm actually going to try this squash. Like, it actually smells good. I'm going to do it.